guys, so the company House of Party sent me a couple of their balloon arches as well as this gorgeous shimmer wall you see right behind you. Today I'm going to show you how I assemble the balloon arch as well as the shimmer wall. Now the shimmer wall is a separate video. I will link that video down below, but definitely click on the link below if you like these balloon arches and the shimmer wall so you can check those out. So I love how organized it is. That's awesome. That way I can plan exactly how I want to make it. The balloons aren't in one jumbo package. So these are the 5-inch balloons, 10-inch balloons. I love that. This is so organized. I love it. So like I said, if I'm looking for a certain size, I know where to grab it. And I'm not just guessing when I'm blowing up the balloons. Okay, here's the second one. Again, very organized. I know exactly what balloons are where. And then both sets come with balloon tape, some balloon ribbon, and also glue dots. Oh, and this one even comes with a couple of hooks to hang your garland. Yeah, awesome. So we have everything we need here. The only additional items I would need are scissors and a balloon pump. All right, let's get started. All right, so I have my balloon strip. It's very curly. And I'm going to start off with the 12-inch balloons, very basic. I usually make 12-inch balloon garlands, and then I'm going to add in some 18-inch balloons here and there and fill the gaps with my 5-inch balloons. Alright, so I have my balloon pump, my balloon strip, and then I have some 12-inch balloons in rose gold and white, and then I also have a few 18-inch balloons over here to the side. I like using the balloon strip. I use it all the time, but I also make balloon columns without using the balloon strip, with only using the balloon ribbon. So it just gives a slightly different look. It depends on what you're looking for, what you prefer, but I will link videos in the description box down below showing you that method if you like that style more. But for this specific balloon garland, we are going to use the balloon strip. So what I'm going to do first is get all of my balloons blown up, and then we'll start adding it to the strip. I feel like that's the quickest and easiest way to do it. That way you're not blowing up one, putting it in the strip, blowing up, putting it in the strip. You can just blow them all up, and then once you start adding it to the strip, it's quick and easy, and you're just go, 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 and it makes the process so much faster. I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Just like that. If you choose to use the other method, which is the balloon ribbon, you can tie 2 balloons together at once. So that kind of makes that process a little faster because you're not having to tie 2 individual balloons. So if that makes a big difference to you, then just keep that in mind. All right, so I'm gonna just keep going. So you can use a balloon tie-in tool to tie the balloons if you choose to do so. I have a method where it works pretty easy for me and I don't have to use that tool, but that does help you to kind of tie the balloons a little bit faster. This is an 18-inch balloon. Alright, so as you can see, I have all of the balloons inflated. I did not inflate the smaller balloons because I kind of like to see an estimate of how many I'm going to use before I inflate those, but the larger balloons are all inflated. Now I'm going to start assembling my arch. Alright, so you guys saw that I have inflated all of my larger balloons. Again, I like to wait on the smaller ones once I have the main arch assembled so I can kind of estimate how many I would need. But now we are going to go on to the balloon strip, attaching the balloons to the strip. One thing I never do, and it's just something that I don't do, I never start at the very end because I never know what I want to add or if I want to use this to hang it or anything. You can always go back and add more. And I think I'm going to start with one of the larger 18-inch balloons. So I'm not going to put that one on while I'm on the table. I'm going to use a smaller 12-inch balloon just to kind of show you how I attach my balloons. And then I'll add the larger 18-inch balloon. All right, so If you notice there is a larger hole and a smaller hole, what you're going to do is insert the balloon into the larger hole to where the entire knot is in the hole and slide it over to the smaller hole. So underneath the knot, that's where you're going to slide it. And that's just going to lock it in place. So I have it in the larger hole. So not like this. You see I don't have the knot all the way in. That's not going to be very secure, having it like this. So I always make sure you pull the knot all the way through. That's going to give you the best security. So pull the knot all the way through and then just gently slide it over like that. And now it's really secure. All right, so I have that one in place. What I like to do is alternate. So you can see this one is on the front side. So the other one I'm going to insert on the back side. But I'm going to use the same process. So I'm going to insert the entire balloon along with the knot and then slide it over. You can even hear it kind of snap into place. So you can see how they're alternating. So I'm going to continue doing this all the way around my arch. Right, so as you can see, they are alternating, so you have a balloon on either side. And I just like to do it this way because they're able to kind of squish together a little bit better, and I feel like it leaves fewer gaps with every single hole. I know some people like to skip a few, but it works best when you go through every single one and alternate sides. That way it also makes it easier for you to insert the balloons because they're not right beside each other. I'm just going to continue going and show you what it's looking like. So I have moved from the table to the floor because my balloon arch is getting pretty tall. And I'm just going to continue adding balloons to each hole until I get to my desired size. And it can get a little difficult to add in your balloons sometimes. Just push it aside gently and keep going. See, it's kind of pretty far in there, but just kind of gently push them to the side and you can continue on. All right, so I have the main side of the arch already in place. Now I'm going to start curving it to come across the top of my backdrop. You can see I have my strip here. I'm just going to kind of pull it through the balloons and start guiding my balloons this way, so that it'll kind of drape horizontally, because at first we were going vertically and now we're going to switch directions. So just pull and navigate all of your balloons in the direction you want them to go. So you can see it's starting to curve horizontally, which is exactly what we want. Don't forget, you can also adjust and maneuver your strip as you see fit. Say you want a different balloon near each other, you can kind of twist it and move it around like that. So you can kind of play with it. So you don't feel like you're stuck in one specific way. You can twist it and play around with it to get the exact look you want. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of my balloon garland, and I'm going to start tapering down the size of the balloon. So for the entire garland, I've been using 12-inch balloons and throwing in a few 18-inch balloons here and there. So now I'm towards the end, I'm going to add a few 10-inch balloons, and then I'll start adding in my 5-inch balloons around the entire garland. Alrighty, so I have completed the base of the garland. What I'm going to do now is actually use my balloon ribbon to attach it to the actual backdrop stand before adding in the extra little smaller balloons into the gaps and spaces. You could completely finish it beforehand, but I like to do this step first because I'm going to intertwine it between the balloons, and I don't want to mess up any of the balloons once I glue them in place. Okay, just like that. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot and then just hook it onto my backdrop stand. There are many ways you can attach the garland to the wall. Or to the backdrop stand. Like I said, if you're using the wall, you can attach it with hooks. I like to make sure I intertwine it around the actual balloon strip and not just the balloons, because I don't want to tug or put any extra weight on a specific balloon because I don't want the balloon to pop. So just be mindful of that. So now I'm just using my balloon glue. And I just peel off a few pieces, attach it to my 5-inch balloon. Or sometimes I attach it to the balloon on the garland that I want to attach it to. It just depends on where it's going. Just like that. So I'm going to get several little balloons attached all over. Several of my 5-inch balloons. And also just attach the balloon glue to the smaller balloon, a couple of them. I like to use a couple just for extra security because it can't hurt. It's going to go right here. You can add as many or as few of the smaller balloons as you'd like. I've definitely made garlands without them at all, so it's just personal preference. This is what the final product looks like. So cute, simple, and easy to make. Again, you can add in fewer balloons if you want to use more of the 18-inch balloons or more of the 5-inch balloons. The possibilities are endless. Just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make.